In this video, I'll show you how to make columns and sections in Notion so your pages look cleaner, more organized, and much easier to read. First, let's talk about columns. Notion's Help Center says you create columns by using drag and drop. Every block in Notion has the little handle on the left side. To make a new column, click and drag a block or group of blocks sideways until you see the blue guide appear, then drop it beside another block. That creates a side-by-side layout. Notion also says you can create as many columns as you want across the width of the page. A really easy example would be putting text on the left and a to-do list or image on the right. You can also place two heading sections side by side if you want a more dashboard-style page. Notion specifically describes columns as a way to create side-by-side sections with headings. Now let's talk about sections. Notion doesn't have one special button called Section, but you can build sections using normal blocks. The most common way is to use headings, dividers, and spacing. Notion's formatting guide includes headings and dividers as core page formatting tools, and its Block Basics guide explains that everything on a page is made from blocks you can insert with / commands. So to build a section, you can type /heading1, /heading2, or /heading3, then add text, lists, images, or other content underneath it. If you want your sections to look more separated, add a divider between them. That gives the page a cleaner structure, especially if you have multiple topics on one page. You can also use callouts, toggles, and synced blocks if you want certain sections to stand out or repeat across pages. Notion's Synced Blocks guide says synced blocks let you reuse the same content in multiple places, which is helpful for repeating section content like instructions or notes. Here's a smart way to organize a page. Start with a big heading at the top. Break the page into sections using subheadings, then use columns only where side-by-side layout actually improves the design. For example, you could make one section for notes, one section for tasks, and another for links or resources. Inside one of those sections, you could split the content into two columns for a cleaner layout. There are also a couple of useful limitations to know. Notion says columns are available on tablet but not mobile. And on phones, the right-hand column content simply stacks underneath the left-hand column. So columns work best when you're building on desktop or the web. If you ever want to remove columns, Notion says to just drag the right-hand content back above or below the left-hand content until the blue guide stretches across the full width of the page. That turns the layout back into a single column again. So to make columns and sections in Notion, use drag and drop to create columns, use headings and dividers to create sections, and combine them to build a clean, easy-to-read layout. Hope the tutorial was helpful. Subscribe to my channel and see you in the next video.